Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Luminous Cosmetics YouTube channel. We are going to walk you through everything you need to know about airbrushing and getting started with your new system. Renee here. I'm a makeup artist with Luminous, walking you through everything you need to know. So go ahead and be sure that you subscribe to our channel because that's super important. We don't want you to miss a thing. And also turn on those notifications because we go live here 5 times a day, Monday through Friday, to walk you through everything you need to know. So we're going to tell you exactly what it's like to hold your stylus, how to use it, what products they are, what the heck comes in your box. And that's what we're going to walk you through every single day. And we're also going to teach you some really cool things along the way. So be sure that you subscribe and like our channel because you don't want to miss a thing. All right, let's get started. Let's just pull up what we get in our set here. So in your kit, you're going to get your airbrush system. You're going to get a product called Love, 2 foundations, and we're going to talk about how to choose your color. And we also have a complimentary blush that's going to accentuate your skin tone and match the tones that you have chosen for your foundation. So let's walk through some tips and tricks that we have. Now, we don't really have rules per se when it comes to using your airbrush system. It's really about some of these suggestions that are going to give you better results, make it easier for you to use, and also really give you the results that you're looking for. So let's get started with looking at what is this thing. So this is our Legend system. We have a few other systems. This has a stylus, and the stylus is exactly the same on every single system. So you have your stylus here. In here is the well. This is where you want to put your product, and this is the trigger. So you're going to hold this like a pen, and that is going to let your product go. Now, all you have to do is turn on one button, just a quick plug-in, so no worries about assembly or any of those things. Good morning, Patty. Welcome, welcome. So let's get started airbrushing because it really is that easy to do. You just get started right out of the box. So get used to feeling the airbrush so the air will be coming out when you turn it on. So you can get used to the feeling. Good morning, Candy. So you get used to the feeling with just air. If you would like to, you can also put some water in there, because that's exactly the same feeling that your makeup is going to feel like because it's a water-based product. So as you can see here, we also say to keep your stylus moving, stay 4 finger widths away from your face, and you barely pull back on the trigger, okay? So why not get started? Good morning, Tamberly. All right. So tucking our hair back. Wow, I've got that wild, crazy hair today. Okay, so let's start with something that's super easy. If this is your first time, try getting started with Love. Love is a hydrating luminizer. It just goes onto the skin, blurs imperfections, adds some luminosity and hydration. And it's very easy to get started with because it doesn't show up as a color. And what's great about it is that you can see, good morning, Isabel. As you can see from side to side, this camera is acting super funky today. There we go. It just gives a very obvious difference in glow, but it doesn't have like a coverage or color to it. All right, Isabel, how's the airbrushing going? I know you got your system last week. All right, so we're going to look at 2 foundation colors. We have the 050 in the silk, and we have the 030 in the silk. And we're going to show you how you test your color. So the 2 colors that you get, you pop a little bit onto your finger and you place them right here. Now this is the 030. So that one looks a little light. This one is a 050, and that one looks a little dark. So I'm going to blend those in. Oh, Isabel is loving it. Got to work on blending a little more. Hey, you know what? It's all in the practice, 100%. So because I feel like I'm halfway between, I'm going to put 4 drops of the 3, 4 drops of the 5, and then to blend those together, I'm going to turn my system on, put my finger over the tip here, and I'm going to tilt this so you can see. So that's going to mix them together. Then I'm going to put my little spill-proof cap on top, and that's it. It's that easy. So I like to start with 1 pass over the entire face. You can do it on your eyelids. You can do it under the eye as a concealer. So that's 1 pass all over the face. Really just more of like a tinted moisturizer kind of coverage. And so to get a little bit more coverage, I'm going to do another pass. Still using the same amount of product. Just evening out the skin tone from top to bottom. And you're right, it's just working on it a little bit more, just a little bit of time spent practicing, because it's just like anything else. If it's a new product, a new system, a new process, it's just a matter of practicing 100%. All right, let's get into some blush. So we're going to use the Tulip blush today. This one's one of my favorites. It's a beautiful pinky tone. Shaking that up, and this one is the Tulip. Whoop. There we go. The Tulip blush. And we're just going to add a little bit of color to the cheeks. So that's what's great about this system, is that it is almost everything you need to get ready. Just adding a little bit of eyeliner or mascara and a lip color. It's like your whole system is already there for you. Just going to add a little bit of the Tulip. This camera is acting super funky today. There we go. All right. So what's great about using this system is that if you are using blush for the first time, this is new to you, or maybe it's your first time and you don't love the way that the blush looks, maybe it's a little too much, you can come back with, like, say, some foundation, or mix it in with a little bit of Love. And you can go right over those same areas if you wanted to soften it out. So if it's too strong or you're not used to the blush, you can just pop a tiny bit of foundation over top of that and see how that just blends it all out. It's just like the perfect amount of blending. So to get started on your system, it really is just a few steps. Let me remove that for you guys. It really just is a few steps to get you going. So you get started with practicing with air. Try it with a little bit of water if that's new to you. Then you can mix up some of your foundations. You can test them first on your cheeks, because that's where you're going to see the most accurate color, because that's where most of your foundation goes, in the center of your face. Then you can play with the order of the product. So if you can see, you can layer, start with the Love, or you can add the blush, or you can put foundation over the blush, which is not what you can normally do with traditional foundations or other products. And that's the beauty of this. So trying your products, practicing, just keeping up with some of the tips that we give you here. Practice with air, getting used to less is more. We're so used to seeing product when we first put it on, but with airbrush, that just kind of pixelates almost, kind of makes me think about how like something is building on a computer. It kind of like pixelates itself into coverage, but it's not like a one swipe that you're used to seeing when it comes to traditional foundation. So you put foundation on, you swipe it on, and then you try to make it go away. With airbrush, is it barely starts to trickle in, then it gives you the coverage. So it's kind of opposite of what we're thinking. So don't worry, you've got this. All you have to do is just practice just a little bit more, and then it will all come together. It literally is a new system for you. It is not what you're used to. You've never done it before. So it's okay to expect a learning curve for sure. So I will be back here at 10 a.m. We're going to go live doing a little bit more makeup. We're going to do some eyes. We're going to do some brows, and of course some lips, but stay tuned. Thank you for joining us. If you have not yet, please subscribe to our channel. Please also ring that bell so you don't miss a thing from me and from my girl Heather. And it just absolutely, we're here to help you with that. Let me see. Isabel said, I also use the airbrush to spray water as a skin refresher. You're right. It absolutely does. It does just refresh everything with a little bit of water, and it does not mess it up. So that's absolutely a really cool trick, Isabel. And keep practicing, because you're going to fall in love with it even more every time you use it. Thank you, guys. I'll see you back here at the 10 a.m. hour, and we'll talk later. Bye, guys.